I'm Sam Lyons, and today I'm going to show you how to play your first 2 chords on the guitar. This will be considered your very first beginner guitar lessons. If you recently got a guitar, you've had a guitar, and you're ready to learn how to start playing it, this will be your first lesson. And the way I'm going to show you is going to get you playing the guitar really quick without having stumbling through all the chords. There are literally thousands of chords, but you don't need to learn thousands of chords. I'm going to show you starting with these 2 chords today, and in the next video I'll show you 2 other chords, and with those chords in combination you will be able to learn how to play thousands of songs using just those 4 chords. And the thing is, if you've been struggling, maybe some of you have had a guitar for a while, been struggling trying to learn how to play. Learning how to play your chords is hard for everyone, and that's what you will begin with, is chords. And being able to play the chords and making them sound clear and clean and be able to move from one to the other is a big problem for everyone in the beginning. But I'm going to show you how to make it easy and fun, and not boring and not hard. Okay? Let's start by talking about just the parts of the guitar real quick. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. The first thing I want to mention, though, is you have to have a guitar that's in tune. You need to check tuning on your guitar. And of course, when you're first starting out, I realize you're not able to tune or don't know how to tune. So what I recommend is to get you a little digital electronic guitar tuner, especially one maybe that clips up here on the headstock. And you can tune your guitar in a matter of seconds. Check the tuning, see if it's in tune. If you need to adjust it, you can adjust it and it'll be in tune, ready to go. Very important you play on a guitar that's in tune. So that's the first thing. Now the parts of the guitar, what we're going to have, of course, you got the body. This is the body. Okay, you got front, back, and sides. Okay, and we have the neck. This is the neck. Okay, and then you're going to have head, or headstock. The head or the headstock. Okay, and on the headstock you've got the machine heads. The strings are connected to these. This is where you tune each string, by turning these machine heads. Okay, and then what you have, of course, this is the pick guard here, and a sound hole. Okay, and on your neck you've got a little white piece here, and this is called the nut. Okay, the little metal bars going across your neck here are called frets. Those are the frets. Start right here with number 1, and it goes right on down. Okay, then you have the 6 strings. The first string is always the small string. It's how they're numbered. First string is a little string. Okay, the big string is a 6th string. Big number, big string. Small number, small string. Okay, and then number 1 through 6. Now, we'll be playing these chords, and when you play a chord, you'll be pressing the strings down. And let's talk about, say we're going to press the 5th string down on the 2nd fret. Okay, when you go to press these chords down, let's say this is the 2nd fret. This little space in here is the 2nd fret, because this is the 2nd fret. So you want to be just behind the 2nd fret within this little box here. But you want to be as close to the 2nd fret as you can. Press the string down right next to the 2nd fret. And when you do this, you're going to get the best sound. Okay? If you back it up, you're pressing in the middle, or the back towards the 1st fret. See how dead it sounds? And you come forward, and it clears right back up. So you want to be right next to the fret, not on top of it, right next to the fret. And you want to do that with each finger for each chord. Okay. I think that's all I want to talk about as far as the guitar. But again, remember, you need to keep your guitar in tune. Play with a well-tuned guitar. And with electronic tuner, it's so easy to tune, okay? Now, I've been teaching for over 40 years. And the way I'm going to get you started playing really quick, you're not going to need to know hundreds of chords or bar chords or any kind of chord progressions, anything like that. It's going to be quick. It's going to allow you to play songs really quick. the easiest way to learn how to play guitar is to be able to play songs. And that's what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to show you the first chord, and the first chord is going to be the G. Now, the normal G chord, the open G that we call it, is played like this. Okay? Okay? And then the other chord we're going to talk about today is the C chord. It's played like this. Okay, so G and C. Now you notice there's a big movement here from G to C. You see all the fingers, how they're having to move a lot to get to the C from the G? Same thing from the C to the G, okay? Big movement. And the biggest problem when you first start out, if you learn the G like this and the C like this, it's going to be extremely hard and frustrating in the beginning to be able to play these chords clear and be able to switch from one to the other easily. So here's the secret to playing guitar and playing these chords quick. Be able to play them smooth, make them sound good, be able to move from one to the other. And here's my trick and the secret. On the first two strings, you put your ring finger on the second string right next to the third fret. Remember, right next to the third fret. And take your little finger, put it on the first string right next to the third fret. So they're locked in right here, first and second string, okay, third fret. First and second string, third fret. Now these two fingers will not move. They will not move. They stay locked in right there. They stay down all the time when we're playing these chords. Now, you'll take your first finger and put it up on the fifth string, second fret. Okay? And take your second finger, put it on the sixth string, third fret. These two still at the bottom. And the first finger on the fifth string, second fret. Second finger on the sixth string, third fret. There's a G. Okay? There's the G. Now remember, what I told you is we talk about the G, the standard open G, which is played with three fingers, versus the G, which is like the one I just showed you with the two bottom locked in on the first and second strings, and your first finger and second finger on the fifth, sixth string, second, third fret. The only difference is you've got four fingers here in this form, and you've got three fingers here in the open, regular standard G. Okay, so you just make it a fuller chord, it sounds better. But here's the real thing. These stay locked in. Remember I showed you a while ago, if you go to G to C, see the big movement? Watch this. This is the secret to it. That gets you learning fast and be able to play songs in a matter of days, not weeks, not months. Okay? So here's the G, two locked in, fifth string, sixth string, second, third fret. Okay? Okay. Now, when we're playing G, and you go to C, these two locked in stay at the bottom, they don't come up. Move your first and second finger down one string each. Stand on the same frets. G to C. Your first and second finger drop down one string each. These two stay locked in. Here we are. This is a C add 9, they call it. Technically. We're going to call it a C, but it's a C add 9, okay? But you see how easy that is? Instead of doing this to this, which is a big, big move chord to chord, we're going to do a G. Drop the first and second down. Two bottoms stay locked in, and there's C. Oh, isn't that much easier? Absolutely it is. C. Okay? And what you'll want to do is to sit down and take your guitar and practice these two chords, going from one to the other. A key to making the chords sound properly is you want to keep your elbow fairly tucked in close to your body on these chords. And what that does, it allows you to have your fingers come around and up and over in a vertical position to where just the tip of your finger is touching the string. Right on the tip. You don't want to play in the padded part. You want to be right on the tip of your finger. And that allows you to press it straight down. Here's a little tip, a little pro tip. Fingernails on the carding hand need to be trimmed sharp. And that will allow you when you go to press them, the fingernail won't keep you from pressing the string down firm enough to the fretboard. So fingernails need to be trimmed, okay? And again, you want to play on the very tip of your fingers. Now when you practice, here's another tip. 10 minutes a day. That's all you need to practice. Don't over practice for hours or hours. You don't need that type of time. To learn at a good, even, smooth pace, 10 minutes a day. That's all you need. No more. And by doing that, you won't get excessive finger soreness, because if you sit there and play for an hour or longer, your fingers are going to get to where they're so sore. 10 minutes a day, you won't have any finger soreness develop, or very little, by doing it 10 minutes per day. And it'll give you enough time to develop what we call muscle memory. The whole idea is to learn to where you can play these chords and move from one to the other easily. Okay? So, taking that guitar, playing 10 minutes a day, you'll progress at a good, even pace. But understand, in just a matter of a few days, you're going to be playing these chords, maybe even by the end of today, and taking these chords and playing them in a song. And I'm going to cover how to do that in another video following this video. So here we go with G. What you want to do is just strum. Maybe use down strokes. And then go to C. Remember, first to second string, just drop one string apiece. These two fingers never move from the bottom two strings, first to second string. They stay locked in. Okay, so it's G. And you want to go to C, maybe. Back to G. And C. Back to G. So that's all you do. And then maybe you want to do a little faster strum. C. Any way you want to do it, get used to the rhythm, strumming. C. Back to G. C one more time. Back to G. And then you can change it up. Maybe you want to get up a little strumming pattern like this. G. C. So you can strum any way you want in learning your chords. Now I want to talk just a minute about strumming. This is a big thing among beginner guitar players. That you have so much problem starting out strumming. I can remember back when I first started, I had a lot of trouble with making my chords sound clear and strumming. Had I had someone show me the method I'm showing you today for the G and the C, I'd have been playing chords probably the same day I learned them, but at least within a few days. So, 10 minutes a day. And you don't, like I say, you don't want to over practice at all. Okay. If you'll take time and sit down and do your 10 minutes per day, that's all, and follow these lessons using these chords, you're going to be playing really quick. And the whole idea is to have fun, not make this difficult and frustrating. And by playing the chords the way I'm showing you today, they sound great, and they're so much easier to move from one to the other and easier to play as far as pressing them down. Okay? So you have G, you have C. That's it. Let me go over them one more time. Remember the first and second, the little finger and the ring finger on the first and second string right by the third fret. And then the first finger on the fifth string, second fret, second finger on the sixth string, third fret. That's G. Okay? And you want it to sound clear. You might want to just go down with your pick and check it. Make sure it sounded clear. If it's not, do a little adjustments with your fingers. If you're getting a dead tone, it might be a couple of things causing it. You're not pressing it down straight and firm to the fretboard, or you may be touching the string next to it with one of the fingers next to it. So just adjust it a little bit. However you need to do, move it back and forward just a little bit till it clears up. And as you play these chords, it'll clear up on its own. You won't even really notice it, and before you know it, you say, wow, I'm playing. The chord sounds great. Okay? And then the C, remember all you have to do is drop your first and second finger down one string apiece. And these two still stay locked in for C. So C, G, C, G, C, G. And just to go back for strumming for a minute, don't let this strumming get in your way. If you're having trouble strumming and creating a rhythm, it's not a big deal. Start with downstrokes. C, just like this. Start with downstroke until you go back and forth. And C. You want to think of strumming as timing. You know, you're going to see, you've probably already seen a lot of lessons on the internet that talk about strumming, how to strum. And they'll show down, down, up, down, or up, up, down, up. And a lot of different variations of that. And that will get you totally confused, because if you're sitting here trying to learn your chords, and they're talking about down, up, down, etc. down here, you're going to be trying to worry so much about getting the proper stroke. 2 down, 1 up, 2 down, whatever the case might be. You won't be able to concentrate on learning your chords. So forget about the strumming part of it. Just relax. You'll learn songs that you already know how they go, and you listen to the timing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C. 1, 2. It's like that. See? You hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. C. 3, 4. Or you may have a song that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And what you had to do on that. G, C. 1, 2, C. Nothing to it. And like I say, the strumming will come around. But first you'll want to learn the chords and just use downstrokes. And like I say, you can change the strumming hand up, the picking hand. Like that. Okay, another tip. Use a pick. Use a pick. And use a pick that's not too thick. I use a Jim Dunlop nylon .038 pick. .038. And it's just about the right thickness to not be too flexible and not be too hard on going through the string. When you go through the strings, .038 just about right, because it's flexible enough to go through the strings without making a lot of pick noise. And it's not too hard where you tend to hit the strings individually real hard, and it makes the strings tend to move too much and rattle. So you want a smooth, even sound through the strings when you pick. So again, it doesn't have to be a nylon pick, it can be a plastic pick, but nylon is quieter and easier to hold. And I hold my pick with about 2 fingers and my thumb in the back, just like that. 2 fingers and thumb back. Some people hold it where they put your finger across the back like that and the thumb in the middle. That's fine too. But to make sure I don't lose it, and I still do lose it at times, everyone's going to lose your pick sometime or another. I try to use my 2 fingers in the back and then my thumb on top. Okay? And when you go to pick, it's going to be less likely to hang up and fall down on the floor into your sound hole. Okay? So that's another thing you want to use. You'll want to use your pick. Okay. So I believe that's it for today. Again, in my next video, I'm going to cover 2 more chords, showing you a special way to play those 2 chords, and we'll put those together with these 2 chords here today. And then we'll start talking about playing some songs. That's right, playing some songs. That's what it's all about. The quicker you can get to playing songs, you're going to have a whole lot more fun. Playing the guitar isn't hard, but you have to have someone showing you how to play. And the way I'm showing you is really, really different than most instructors. I've been teaching for 40 years. And I've taught thousands of students how to play the guitar. But most people, and you probably one of them, want to learn how to play as quickly as possible and be able to play songs and be able to strum along with your family and friends who may play guitar, or for your family and friends, or for your own enjoyment, or to play in a little church group, whatever the case may be. You want to learn chords, you want to learn songs. These are your first two chords. Just sit, practice 10 minutes a day. Remember, 10 minutes a day. And just concentrate on these. If you may be loaded down with what I like to call information overload. You've been looking on the internet, and there's thousands, millions of videos out there on guitar lessons. It gets led into 1,000 different directions, but if you want to learn how to play, you want to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Remember that. Stay focused. Stick with me. Learn these two chords today. My next video, I'm going to follow up with 2 more chords, and then we're going to show you how to put the chords together in a chord progression, and that will allow you to play hundreds, even thousands of songs with just these chords. You don't need to know hundreds and hundreds of chords, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Stick with me. And if you do have a lot of stuff downloaded on your computer for guitar lessons, etc., push that to the side. Just concentrate on what I'm showing. If you really want to learn guitar easy and fast and learn songs, this is the way to do it. Well, today I hope this has helped you a lot. This should kickstart getting you playing the guitar really quick. If you have any questions on anything, you can always email me. bestbeginnerguitarlessons@gmail.com. bestbeginnerguitarlessons@gmail.com, and I will be glad to answer any questions or help you with any problems you may be having with learning how to play guitar. I'm always glad to help, because my passion is teaching everyone how to play the guitar that wants to learn how to play. That's what I want to do, and I do it in the quickest possible, easiest way. So, till next time, let's go play some guitar. And you know what? We're doing that with just 4 simple chords. So learn these 2 chords I just showed you, and you'll learn how to play guitar in just a few days. It won't take long. 10 minutes a day. Don't over practice. Pick that guitar up. Play these 2 chords. Between now and the next video, you'll be ready. When I come on with the next video, we'll put these 2 with the 2 new ones I'll show you in that video, and then we'll start playing some songs and having some fun. See you in the next video.